So when should organizations comment on societal issues happening around the world? This is a question that I think about quite a bit. A little bit like a social experiment, but also it's a topic that comes up from time to time with my clients. I've read a terrific book. It's called Breaking Through by Sally Susman, subtitled Communicating to Open Minds, Move Hearts, and Change the World. Sally is a leader at Pfizer. Her title is Executive Vice President and Chief Corporate Affairs Officer at Pfizer. And in the book, she walks through the framework that Pfizer uses to think through the question that I shared at the outset. For this short little video, I wanted to share with you the 5 different questions in a short little presentation. So the first question is, does this issue relate to our purpose? And just by way of background, Sally decided to create this framework shortly after the 2016 presidential election. Just to read a short blurb from the book, it says, rather than run each issue up the corporate flagpole and debate the pros and cons, I chose to create a framework by which we could make the decision to opine or not on breaking issues based on agreed on metrics. So the next question is, how does the matter impact our stakeholders? The next question is, what are our choices for engagement? Oftentimes, I think people think they have to reach out to the media. In this case, Sally shares an example of how following some misinformation that was spread about Pfizer during the 2020 presidential debate between Donald Trump and Joe Biden, that Pfizer decided to send out a message to colleagues and then to share that on its website. And that was a really effective way to get the information out and correct the misinformation that was being shared by Donald Trump during the debate. Next, what is the price of our silence? Good question to think about. And finally, how does the issue relate to our values? So there you have the 5 points from Sally. Hope that's useful for you to think about questions that your organization should ask as it considers when to opine on different societal matters. I wanted to share one other tidbit, which is there are a number of different news stories that are frequently noted that highlight something about research says millennials want organizations to comment on different societal matters. I think I have some reservations about these types of research studies because I think there's 2 types of questions. If I say to you, do you want company XYZ to comment on the news? You might say yes because you might just assume that they are going to be commenting in favor and taking positions in favor of your stances. If I ask you the question, do you want company XYZ to comment on the news, even if it means taking a position that is not aligned with your viewpoints, I think you're going to answer that question very differently. So anyway, just something to take into account. Last plug, suggest buying the book, Breaking Through. I actually picked up the copy at the library, but I'm going to be buying a copy for my bookshelf because there's so much good information there, and I suggest you do the same. So thanks for tuning in, and I look forward to being in touch.